I wish I could teach the world to sing, write some music and have them tripping off the joy I bring. I wish that we can hold hands, listen instead of dissing lessons from a grown man. And I wish the families that lack but got love get some stacks, brand new shot in the lap that's on dubs. And I wish we could keep achieving wonders, see the vision of the world through the eyes of Stevie Wonder. You feel me? And I hope all the kids eat, and don't nobody in my family see 6 feet. You did. I hope the mothers stand strong. You can make it whether you with them or your man's gone. And I wish I could give every Sally some commissary and a popo bring the heat on the piece like that did R. Kelly. And I wish that DOC could scream again, and bullets could reverse and Pac and Biggie breathe again. Then one day they could speak again. I wish that we only saw good news every time we look at CNN. I wish we could never get the blues. Wish I could bring back the people that died at 82. I wish that we could walk the path, stay doing the right thing, hustle hard so that.
And it's coming up to 5 minutes past 11 o'clock.
Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music.
Let's apologize for the breaking transmission.
Let it take you away.
So thank God we are back and back for good.
Hopeful and he'll make.
Shortly welcome you to the nighttime spin. But let's go for this break with our sponsor here, Cramps of Liberia, the official sponsor of the program, the nighttime spin, right here on Freedom Radio 87.9 FM.
Shabba musical. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you won't report it. Don't take law in your hand for the authority. Well, you can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. My part of report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety.
All right, you're listening to Freedom Radio. We broadcast into your programs of your choice, information, education, as well as entertainment. What is coming up to some minutes down 11 o'clock. I'd like to welcome you right now to the nighttime spin on this Tuesday, November 7th, 2023. And I'm your usual man here tonight, as usual, on the Tuesday night. My name is Anthony Stevens, and I have my guys over there at Real LIB, Staten Island, Solomon Hashim Tunis, and Solomon Baga Reeves. Guys, welcome to the show. It's another Tuesday with me.
Thank you. And go ahead.
Tunis?
Good evening, guys. Good evening, Mama Liberia. Good evening, my brothers and sisters in Liberia. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers. This is your good friend Suleiman Hashim Tunis coming to you live from Radio LIB here on Staten Island, New York with Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital, or even in the nation. Again, we're back here today, Tuesday night, with our co-host, Anthony Stephen, with shining head, a hair shining today more than ever. I don't know that a victory head is now, because next week going to be the election. But anyway, join us this evening. Let us run the show as usual. When we open the line, please feel free to say what's on your mind to promote our president for his second term and so on. So stay put and let's enjoy the show. Let me bring in my colleague here, Solomon. Solomon, welcome to the show.
Solomon,
Solomon,
he's backstage. I don't know why, but well, anyway, he came on, then then I saw you. But we had some technical hitches, but that's why we came up a bit late. Okay, he's back. So
you're leaving, man. We thought you were going somewhere. We just welcome you to the show.
Thank you very much. I just went to the door, looked at somebody was trying to disturb the broadcast, so that's why I went to make sure that everything is under control. But good evening to you, Stevens, and my co-host, Assam Tunis, and to our fellow Liberians. Good evening, those of you in Liberia and those in the diaspora. It is a wonderful time to be here tonight for us to talk about, I will always say, matters of importance regarding Mama Liberia, especially this historic election.
okay.
So, Stevie, man, how was your week, your weekend, and including the one day yesterday?
Yeah, weekend was great. Normally work on Saturday. Sunday had to rest. Monday also rest, and the Tuesday I'm back on my feet to do the people's job. Everything was great anyway.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Because the way I see that he's shining, definitely everything was great.
When
And now
you
when I coconut oil this time.
They
you rub
don't
it
have, they don't have coconut oil, definitely.
I don't use oil in my head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're not using oil in your hair, that's a normal hair shining. Then I don't think they.
So what you think? I rub on oil or what? The last time, the last time you recommended do not grease. The last time you started using do not grease, it'll be good as well.
I hope you don't change to that do not grease because it's shining different from all the other ones.
I should today how to make his hair bald, but he never tried my whatever I recommended to him.
I'm going to. I'm just waiting for.
The problem Tony is indecisive.
No, next year definitely my hair going to be a boy hair. That's my resolution for next year's project.
That's one thing.
That's my resolution for next year. Everybody have a little resolution. That's mine. I ain't got nothing important but that. I got to be more starting from 2000 for the inauguration, But over here in New York, Solomon is living here with me. We all live in the same state, same borough, called Staten Island, the borough of Staten Island. New York have 5 boroughs, and we are in the smallest, the least, even though we are bigger than Manhattan, Center City, Manhattan, but we are less than 1 million yet.
And the only Republican borough.
Yes, the only Republican borough. There are more Republican here than Democrat. And there's always, when the election comes, today election, they said in America here.
Maybe later I'm going to vote.
Yeah,
The local
today,
election, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. No, it's not local election.
Say?
Election of the entire country.
Yeah, but I mean, those are for local or leadership
yeah,
like
but
states.
Of course, a man posted. I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Said they are going to vote for for the best.
Every first Tuesday of November, it's always an election in America.
I think
That's
she's in Pennsylvania.
Okay, yeah, Pennsylvania is not too far from us. It's less than 2-hour drive. We're in Pennsylvania. That's where Philadelphia is.
Mm-hmm.
The big
My
Philadelphia.
polling center is not too far from me. It's a walking distance.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that's like it. So, in America here, we're in the cold now. We never all the outside activity like we used to do. It been ceased for now. We are only lucky if the weather is nice to be outside after 4 o'clock.
And you also lucky too because you're sounding a bit okay today. Last time you were sounding very,
Oh
terrible.
yeah, I mean, one thing about the flu, it catch you the most 5 days. The severe one is 3 days. Then the 2 days it start fading away. The high it is. After that, now you gotta check your doctor.
Yeah.
And get something else now. But my flu, the most, it's just like Apollo. You know, when Apollo catch you
Really?
in Liberia, your eye can be red. I think the most the Apollo can stay with you that 5 days. More than that, now you gotta check the doctor. Yeah, over here that
Eye disease.
yeah. Over here, the flu or the allergy, the flu is when it gets you 2 times a year. Some of us, when the summer just finish, we go to fall. In between there, it can catch you. And when winter just finish, we go into spring. There are two. That's around March and April. Most people can get sick a little bit. So we are the people who can get sick. Yeah, but
No, we gotta get used to it. So
we used to the Apollo that can catch you in Liberia, it'll just catch you and pass.
That's true.
You know. So Solomon, how was your day?
Well, I was at Richmond University Medical Center, CDO, this morning.
What was wrong with you? You visited the hospital?
But yeah, I went there to do some tests. Everything is fine.
That's
So we have to check your mago. But coming in broken.
Really? Okay. Yeah, so that's what happened. I was there today, and the procedure was done. 10 to o'clock.
Something wrong with your mic. You need to
do something.
Need to be done to my microphone.
Something needs to be done urgently as to
how is it now? Sounding better or no?
It's okay.
I mean, it's okay, but sometimes as you talk, they start dying down. That's what happened.
All right, yeah. So that was it. I have some of the pictures here, which was good. Thanks for that.
Well, something was wrong with you, or that's the jabs? That the jabs? Something?
No, usually I do complete internal body test. The last time was my colonoscopy. This one I did the duodenum something that is from the throat all the way to the rest of the stomach to see what is going on there or what have you. So
I thought the village people were playing with you, so you have to go check.
We can't rule that out. That's part of being I don't know. I can't say traditional, but that is what part of being African. You cannot rule those things out.
You're all right. You visited our place so many times. The village people are playing with you.
But I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I have done the 3 major organ tests. So the liver, the entire internal, the brain. So I'm good.
That's good. We're happy to hear that. We love you. We want you to stay with us.
I want to live longer to see the rest of the development from the development chief.
What is the benefit of living longer?
Is to do more services. That's all.
I mean, certain age you will reach to, you will not be able to do nothing again. Like let's say you're more than 80 years now, you will be almost useless.
Some people can be very, very active until they die.
I said 80 now, and that's some people.
Yeah, 80. Some people in the 80.
Those some people may not be you and I.
But I want for you to be me. If not you, then I want for you to be me.
But let's agree. The point here is let's even agree. If you reach to 80, 90, we expect you to be at least a little bit tired. What is the benefit of reaching to 90?
Well, it's the benefit of having life.
I mean, yeah, but you'll be broken heart will come. What you used to be when you were younger, what all you used to do, you'll not be doing it. You'll just be sitting, great grandchildren then coming flipping all over your area.
That is a
But
package.
what one of the main benefits as a man? What do you think that would be a beneficial to
Benefit
you
of
if you
me
get to
living
marry?
longer is the benefit of providing services.
What kind of services?
Oh, whatever I'm doing now, even when I'm old, I want to continue doing it. Even if I cannot physically do it, but I can still do it mentally. That would be the benefit of living longer.
That would be very hard because there will be lot of young people who are almost probably even more into it than you. They don't need your services anymore.
But a thing that we do, people will always need it. Even if we're not doing it, those that will be carrying it on, it will still be helpful to our country, to our
Yeah,
people.
but those people that will be doing it, they will be doing it. But you now, they wouldn't need they won't need you because they already know. They have learned it. You have taught them. They even probably more better than you now because you in the old age. They are getting the new. They are in the new age. So as time goes on, technology change, things change. So they don't need you any longer. Like
Part
for
of life.
instance, our grandparents, they don't used to the new technologies. They used to rotary phone. We used to digital phone. Some of the cars you enter in it now, you enter in some car, halfway to crash the car because the car guides you when you drive in the car. Every little thing, even if you make mistake to changing the lane, the wrong way will tell you, my man, you're changing your lane, get back on your lane. So when you, as you grow older, technology be getting behind you.
Yep.
So they don't need your service anymore.
Yep. But I choose life. I want to live forever until I.
You can't live forever, whether you choose that. You can't. There's no way you can live forever.
Uh,
That whether you want it, you pay hundreds of dollars for that. You can't.
so when you
Even
want to die,
in America here, they put you on life support. They will get tired. They ask the people. They say,
that is
"Look,
not life.
that's life. You're still living. They can bury you.
Well,
They got
we-
they suspend your life. It's there, but you're useless until your parent, your relative, gonna say, "Hey, this what you think? Can we unplug this machine?" Then you say, "Oh, let's plug." You know that. That's what happened here. So there's nothing. It's like living forever. It's nothing. But some of that's from me. Living longer is a blessing. Because the more you live longer, the good you do, the services you give to God, going to church every Sunday, go to the mosque, praying 5 times a day, it increase your reward than the man who died earlier.
That's for sure.
You see, that's the big difference between living longer. So people who live longer, they should always thank God for that long God living. Because if you're a religious person, you go to church, you do good to people, you did a lot of good, you go to the mosque, you pray 5 times a day, you're good to people, increase your reward than the man who died yesterday. Because hey, when soon you die, your book is closed. Right?
For sure. Until Judgment Day.
Mhm.
well, I don't know because I have not
Yeah,
died yet to see.
yeah.
You should know.
And
As
again,
soon
and
as you
again,
die, your book is
and
closed.
again,
You
somebody
don't
say,
have to
well,
die to know
okay,
that. You do not have to die to know if your book is closed. The moment you die, your book is closed. You're not anymore among the living. So they don't take any account on you again. Whatever you did here now is what you're going to benefit in where you're going. So you
for
can't say
sure.
you don't know because you don't die yet. That's it. You what happened you Basa people get to my hand. The Congo people they run into you Basa people. The people try to civilize you and then you're still talking Basa talking. Then my own Basa friend. I got a lot of Basa from Basa Congo people from upper
I
beginner.
think Toya the Baza man, right?
Yeah, the Harris. Most of the Harrises, they are from Bassa. They are Bassa. But you know the Congo Bassa name. Then you see Harris, you see Dishiu, you see Gibson, you see Reeves, and many of them. But these are some of the major Bassa Congo. His name. When you go to Kimaya, like Sherman is Congo Va, and, and, and what the other Hoff. Hoff is Congo Va, and, and they are there. Sherman, Hoff, and get what a guy named District 8. District 8, the one that I call is Gray, the Gray. Yeah, those are Va Congo names. You know, there are some of them there. Some of them, they are the Va. The Bassa one in there too. So what you got for us, man? We know we see that a lot of endorsement going on in Liberia, both way.
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
Yeah. So what do you think? What you got for us so we can discuss it so our people can get some information, because many people depend on us for the things that are going on in Liberia. They say, "Oh, nighttime's been coming on." You know, these guys, they gave us some information. So most of the time when we come in, you guys who hosting us over there, we know you can bring up some good topic. What you got for us today?
Yeah, okay. Today, the big news in town is that Liberia has made, progress within the Millennium Challenge scorecard under President Weah. That's a plus for the government. Millennium Challenge is a U.S. agency reducing poverty through growth. For the first time under President Weah, Liberia has actually made great progress under President Weah, and it says out of 14, 14 out of the 20 indicators. So out of 20, Liberia got 14. So that's a good mark. So that tells you that there's a support for the government in as we move to elections on the 14th. These are some of the achievements by this president. Some of the areas they talk about in this scorecard I'm reading through right now: the issue of control of corruption, democratic rights, trade policy, inflation, fiscal policy, gender in the economy. Others are land rights and access, employment of others, employment opportunities, access to credit, political rights, civil liberties, and the rule of law, freedom of information, health expenditures, and immunization rates. Those were the marks the president, the government of Liberia made on President Weah through the Millennium Challenge scorecard.
Wow, that's a plus. We applaud President Weah for the
And on the flip side, because it has to do with election, the head of the traditional council, Chief Zana Kawa, has called on all traditional leaders across the country to adhere to the regulation which prohibits traditional practitioners from putting out country devil during the election process, because we know during the first round of election there was some disruption, country devil being put aside. So he's saying that they should adhere, they shouldn't put fear in people, because we all are opting for a free, fair, and transparent election. And I said there's a need that things are put in order to ensure that people are not intimidated when it comes to the voting process. So he's calling on his men across the country, traditional leaders, to adhere to the mandate so that they can do their work free and fairly.
All right, thank you, Mr. Stevens. Mr. Stevens, what your last name? Where you come from? Maryland?
I mean, that's top.
I'm from Bommy.
Oh, okay.
About Liberia.
I just Steven a nephew there.
From Liberia, we know we all from Liberia, or from somewhere in Liberia. So this is what we're discussing today: the scorecard and Mr. Zaza, the Chief Zaza.
Zanzan Kawa, yeah.
Zanzan Kawa. He was the speaker for
orator.
something. The orator
The
for
orator
for
the July 26th celebration.
July 26th. Okay. So that's it, Solomon. You heard from the horse's mouth. What's your thought on that?
Well, I think it is very, very good. We know that the government of Liberia was making progress in many, many, many things that the international community, including the United States, expect of Liberia. Just that
So but you
anything,
have, excuse me for that. You have to actually check the mark. Yeah, it's
you
developing the same
know,
problem. I don't want to yeah. The discussion is very big good one because the topic is worth discussing. And I want us to flow freely without any into the option. Okay,
I
so
don't know what is. The whole thing is that
let's keep trying.
I'm
Let's
not
keep trying.
hearing. I'm not hearing it, so I don't know what is going on.
Now you hearing yourself?
No, I'm hearing myself clearly. There's no distortion.
Well, whatever we hear, that's
That's
it.
fine.
We
Yeah,
can't
now I
do
can
anything on the show now.
So what I was saying is that the international communities they know progress that the government of Liberia has been making, especially on President Ria's administration. But other people confident believe it because there are other people here who, for whatever reason, hatred or because they cannot find their way into uh, becoming who President Weah is. So everything to do is to tear down the government. And again, sometimes people practice what previous administration used to do. In administration, sometimes the person that would be very critical on the government, those are the people that she will either bring closer and things like that, and award them to travel with her and some other stuff, and then they would keep quiet. But
yeah. Political silence.
yes, but President Weah, from what I noticed, he's not like that. So when they make a noise, say, well, let them talk, we do our work. So it is hard for them to really penetrate him. And for that reason, they begin anti Weah, and that is actually affecting the growth of the country, the unity of the country, because most of these people are giving the false information, misinformation, disinformation. They did that for so many years. And now some of them are actually saying the truth. And of course, their supporters, they have already turned against them and what have you. But President we have always said, don't mind them. Let's remain focused for the benefit of Liberia. So I think it would be good for us to let the Liberian people know that the United States, the international community, they have given the government uh, a good grading based on these things, and we can actually talk about some of these things. Because when President Weah came to power, he said that he would really try to combat corruption. Under Ellen administration, we said corruption was our number one public enemy. And of course, we also how it went. And then she said, well, if anything, I should be responsible. I should take the blame. So we need to talk about some of those things that Honor Joe Buckeye and Ellen administration that consider corruption to be public enemy number one. That did not go anywhere. And I don't know on their own grade card whether it was mentioned how they improve or try to minimize or eradicate corruption. But under President where we are seeing that. And then, of course, we are seeing tolerance or people curse at him. They do all kinds of things. And he put on of top skin, elephant skin, so that those things, they don't really penetrate. That would have caused chaos in a country. So those are a lot of things that the international community, especially the US, they look at and say, well, the government within this short time, they have done significantly well, and they gave other 20, they got 14 or 16, correct? 16?
Sir?
Other than
Was
20, other
Out
than
of
20,
20 is 14.
14.
okay. So they got 14. So that is very, very good. When it says more that probably during the second tenure, we pass that and then improve more on it, because this time is the time for building legacy for the betterment of Liberia. President Weah has always said that in public and in private. One thing President Weah also said to Liberians anywhere, said that, look, government has money set aside. Those of you who are entrepreneur, when you come, the government can work along with you, assist you so that you can, whatever business you want to bring in the country, that can be done. And to my surprise, when the president came here last year and we met with him, also sent a challenge there. Said, we have already invited you guys to get involved because Liberia is for all Liberians, and nobody stepped forward um, for those kind of things. And he always invited people to do that. So I'm very, very delighted. I like that. And for the the uh, the chief counsel or the chairman of the traditional leader,
Yeah.
uh, he mentioned, and I was glad that they were able to give what gave them the right to be who they are. So they read that article or whatever they call it, and then they are there to be the mouthpiece of the government, so that if anything is going on good or bad, that they will be able to talk to the elders, to the indigenous. Uh, that was done under uh, Ellen Braga administration, as Ankara on occasion travel with Ellen um, uh, outside of the country to the United States, and they didn't say anything. But if Joria invites the chief, or if he had communication with the chief, then the Liberian people say, no, this is wrong, and what have you. So we see the kind of people that they are, that they should be the only person to rule, they should be the only person to lead, and that no other person get common sense. And that's the thing that they're doing. So the chief made it clear, so it is your right to vote, or you should vote development. You should vote peace, because when you don't have peace, you will not be able to sit in a country to run the mouth, or they didn't use the word to run your mouth. But I'm saying that you will not be able to be running your mouth when there is no peace. We'll be looking for hiding places that we did years. So he emphasized those things, that we need to vote peace, we need to vote development, and I think that was a great press conference to the chair, not just to the men, but the women. The women leader was there for the traditional thing. The one from Cayman and her assistant were also to the press conference, which I think was a good thing for the chief to talk to the Liberian people. And he did not say you can't vote for CDC. He said, well, you should vote. Your vote should be based on development. It should be based on peace, unity, and nobody should put somebody outside to say, oh, they feel that they feel cheated. If you disagree with the election commission statement, go through the rule of law, because all of us, we believe in the rule of law. And I'm glad that one of those 14 things, that the rule of law is one of those things that have been improved, because we look at it to be the worst thing in our country. But people go there, they have fun, they survive the come, but every day they say, oh, so many killing in the country. And again, I'm not saying people are not dying there, or people have always been dying in Liberia from previous years to even present year. The same thing here in the United States. People are dying everywhere. But the way in which the opposition and other people term it, that when you come to Liberia, you'll be dead. And if you say no, but not everybody that goes to Liberia, they die. There are some instances, either it's a setup for somebody to steal from you, or so now family members can do setup so that whatever money they think that you didn't give them, that you brought in the country, but they steal from you. There are some instances where they said, okay, don't kill the person, just making you steal all the money. And I remember in one of those instances where the person told the other guy not to kill his dad, but just to steal from him. But in the process of robbing the dad, the guy killed the dad. The dad, and it became a problem. So I'm glad that that was mentioned in the report from the international community.
Okay, thank you so much. We heard you. You said it well. You know, this scorecard, it just proved us right what we say here on our show about our government. We know there are a lot of people who do not like how this government is functioning. But it proved from the election that the majority of Liberians support this government just by winning 19 candidates against one incumbent. 19, and he still stood up number one. If we were going for popular votes, our president had already won.
For sure.
19 candidates. Some of them we don't even know them from nowhere. We never heard about them. And the president still stood firm to number one position. So this scorecard just proving us right that whatever we say is here, we are on point. And we'll continue saying it because we know, some of us know how God's work. We are in this world to represent our parent and the good people. But whatever you do in this world, you must always remember how God worked with you and the country. Because nothing go on in anywhere without the knowledge of God. But the best way, this is what we call wisdom, when you can foretell things ahead of time. And this is where some of us stand. Our president is not doing anything personal to us or for us. But, brothers and sisters, we have love of our country, and we're looking for a good leader can put some dignity into our country, into the people of our country. And this president is doing that. This is the only president that has built homes and give it to our old folks free. Homes that they never thought in their life that they would live in those kind of homes with toilet attached to them instead of getting outside and go far off and use the toilet. They go outside and cook outside kitchen. But this president built homes, 1 bedroom place, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and give to our old folks. So you all deserve this. This is your country. You're needed. This is the same thing with this country we live in. Yes, Solomon asked him. The indigenous of this country do not pay tax.
Wow.
They don't pay tax at all. The Indian.
Why is it so?
That's the system we met here because this is their home. This is their land.
That's good.
So this is some of the opportunity they got. They open for them. So many people, many people who closer to those people, them like some around in Georgia and other states, they go to their area to buy stuff because whatever they buy, they don't pay tax. Even if they're working, they have something, they don't pay tax because this is their land. People came and settle here and make government here. So it's the same thing that our president, who we say he know nothing, because he himself in his speeches, that's how he talk. The people say I know nothing. But
No, he said, don't judge me by the eloquence of my speech.
Yeah, but he said this too. He said the people say I know nothing.
Yeah. He said,
but look what we're doing. Even last night, I listened to his speech that he gave to the Muslims when they endorsed him. He made a statement right there too. People say, I know nothing, but y'all look what we're doing for you people. This is the only president that can think for we, the common people. Look at the kind of scorecard, man, where Liberia is coming from. And we went to 14. All right, we went to 14. Another scorecard came out a couple of months ago again. We were in the plus.
Sure.
All right. Since the man came in there 6 years, things had changed. But nobody look at that. They greedy rose and how you call them? They don't even have good record. Their records are already tarnished, and they want to come and judge people who have no criminal record in their life. George, we have a record is an open book to the entire world. Everywhere George Weah go is a record that he set. The first athlete, the first football soccer player became president in this world. It's where George Weah. I may stand corrected, but I know that's it. But let's just limit it to Africa. Okay. George Weah set record. George Weah have a soccer record in Africa. Nobody have beaten it yet. Have beaten the how you call it the championship. I mean the world best world something.
The world best
The
player,
African.
the only African to win that award.
The only African. He could have won it for the second time, but being that he had a little commotion with someone, then they took it
Yeah,
from him.
for sure. He was suspended for
All right.
6 matches. By then.
You know,
Yeah, so
when we talk these things, we pray that you guys will not make mistake to bring this old man who now occupy to the today technology. All right. Today technology. Well, somebody have to tell him, oh, there's even when phone call come on his phone, somebody have to answer it for him, all these things. I beg you, man. George Weah is the only man right now we can bring back for another 6 years. We should not change him. We should not even think about changing him. Believe me, this guy had a lot of good things in the pipeline. How will you discredit someone you yourself have no credit, good credit? A thief like Stanton on Spoon TV. And Joe Waka have to go associate himself with him. Can you believe it? And people are going happily. The man, everybody said they were going to jail for 20 years, but they gave only 3 years. Oh, are you looking at the crime? You're not even looking at the crime this man committed. Are the kind of people who want to bring in our government? You know how many times the FBI was behind this guy? 3 different times. Every time they want to get him, he'll close that company and open new one.
okay.
I hope you guys really you're not following the case. Every time, like he opened this, like for instance, he opened this the how you call it, the nursing school here. Then when the FBI tried to catch him, he will close it and open another one, and he tell him man to follow him. He did that 3 different times.
So that
3
he been,
different times.
he been faking.
Yes. And that's a man will sit down somewhere and condemn people, condemn good people who trying to do something for our people in Liberia. This is the kind of man we listen to, and we go quote him somewhere. Oh, we are here on Spoon TV. They are better. Stanton is better because George Weah push him aside. He never want to associate himself with him. That's the reason why he's better like that. Like I just listened to the other guy the other day with him, Eugene Fagon. Eugene Fagon brought up, I think a little child got drowned in Uri's pool.
Yeah. I saw that his podcast.
Okay. But he forgot to know a little girl got drowned in Stanton pool at his house. He didn't make any big deal out of that. And do you know who that little girl was?
No.
Do you know who that little girl was that got drowned in Stanton pool at his house? Do you know?
No.
Stanton's whole life is a criminal act. It was his own sister-in-law daughter that by him He went out with his sister, his wife's sister, and that's a child.
Wow.
That's the kind of man we Liberian will really listen to. The man who life is crying. I don't think so, man. We should know better. You can't compare George Weah with this kind of man. Believe me, these people are bitter. They are bitter because George Weah had thrown them away. He look at them. They are worthless. They can't help you any which way. Look at Eugene. They brought Eugene as a minister. Okay, deputy minister to information. He couldn't even do the work. Running his mouth all over the place.
They want to lose.
They suspended him just to warn him.
Yeah.
He came back doing the same thing. Who would like? And he's not even work for that position they gave him. They just gave it to him because of the role he played in during the election, the campaign time. So that he was compensated. But all of these things they don't know. Now you come in, you're a business player. How many of you yourself, you stay here, my brother Solomon, you were here. I don't know if you remember one Liberian girl, daughter got drowned at the babysitter in the pool. That was 3-4 years ago. You remember that? This girl here, Joa, if you know Joa, Joa daughter's granddaughter. This thing can happen. Then they're making that look like it was a ritualistic act. Why? You already have enough money. If you Google it right now, the richest people in Liberia, you will count number one. Why will you go kill a child for some other? What else he looking for? Any sense in that? What really you will kill a child for after he got all this wealth in his palm, in his hand? What else? Then you running away with it. If anybody got to kill somebody for anything, it might be Stanton because he had a case on his head. He went and gave Muslim or Christian for the whole world to pray for him. It didn't help him. It did not help him because he was still sentenced to 3 years plus, and he spent 3-point-something million, and he got 3 years probation, and he lose all his property. Then that the kind of people you will really listen to. Even on his own show, he will still view. All right, he will still view. He getting 9,000 view. You want to know people still in view? If you got 9,000 people watching you, you will not. It will be hard for you to see a repeat of some of the comments.
Wow.
All right. It will be very hard for you to see a repeat of the comment because the comment will just be flowing up. 9,000, you think a small number watching you, and many of them making comment. Well, you go look at that 9,000, you will see the same comment coming over and over. But my brothers and sisters, if we want good thing for Liberia, Once Morovia, Liberia, George Weah is a man. George Weah is a man. You cannot, a condemned person cannot condemn good people. All these people on that spoon something, I can say all of them condemn because if they are hanging out with Stanton, then who else? What really they want? Eugenia working. Okay. They just running his mouth every day. Ooh, in 5 minutes I'm coming on. What are you coming to say?
He has evidence to say he about his own competition.
The people even scared to discuss Stanton case on their own show. Stanton never came out to apologize to the Liberian people. What he did, he never. And they didn't just find him guilty. He himself went and pled guilty. It's not that they took him for trial, because if they are taking him for the 20 years they're talking about, if you agree for them to go to trial and the case, they found out he found guilty, at 20 years he was going to go for it. But he saw it end before time and he felt guilty. That's the reason why he got that little of time. because I had the system is in this country. They say, my man, if we go to trial, we'll give you the maximum. But if you plead guilty right now, and this is the result will come, we'll give you lesser time. He saw it, he took the plea bargain. So they say, no, none of the prayer worked for him because there are many people, all of them have the same sentences, the same. Some of them even had lesser sentence than him. Believe me, look, go and read it. Go and read it. They were about 25 plus, all of them. So his prayer did not do nothing for him, nothing. And when he come from jail, he's zero. He ain't get nothing to. He will be walking in the street with his head down. But anyway, we will still keep telling you guys, vote for our president, George Weah. He's the man. He's the people president. He's doing enough for us. And you are seeing it for yourself. Just look at the city. There are a lot of good scenes in the city right now. You go outside the city, the same. We're trying to finish the Robert International Highway. It's going to be a very beautiful road for you to drive on. When the Coastal Highway is coming up, Bali Island is finishing soon. All right, many other places coming. All the country will become important to people. We will soon be going back to the country because concessions coming in Liberia. Look at now. You're going to be having more than 1 or 2 cement factory in Liberia soon. All this thing happening under the watch of the president. Okay? And we're going to bring one old man who already retired, past retired, to come do for us what? I'm not trying to insult him, but the people say you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. That's the saying we met. And one thing about this, our brothers on the other side, they will say any bad thing insulting our president. The moment you call the old man name, they say, oh, you should have known better, man. Our tradition, we don't insult old people. Not all the old people. If the old people in the public eyes, he should stand anything that comes. And if you don't want your old man to be insulted, stop insulting our president. Because me, I'm sitting down here, I have all the best training. I'm a very humble. I respect even if you're under me, you can be the least, I respect you. But if anybody insult my president, hurt my feeling, I'm going to insult anybody that you think is important to you, including any old man. Let me tell you that. You can take it to the bank. Me sitting here, I'm a very good religious person, but anybody say insult to George Weah, I will insult your standard bearer. I will do that.
So the presidency says. So sometimes.
Okay, because we're all in the public eye. You're not the only one who had to send insult to people. So try me and see. If the old man know that he doesn't want to be insulted, let him go sit down somewhere. Well, the tradition come in when you are sitting somewhere and a young man come trying to take advantage and say something, but you're in the public eye, you want to come. So any negative thing we know about you will say it. The other man went and called the president criminal in front of me. I said, your Joe Walker, you know how he is? He started getting the old man and the old man. I said, oh, you know he's an old man. You're sending insult to the president? The president is even more than anybody in Liberia. That position is the number 1 thing in the world. In the country. Then you insulting him, then you tell him, you refer me, the man, that old man. You must be joking. It's back to you guys.
Yeah, and so again, so what we are talking about, some of the area they mentioned here, just name a few. We talk about the issue of controlling corruption, democratic rights, trade policy, inflation, fiscal policy. Let's get here. Fiscal policy and gender in economy. In the economy, others are the land rights and access, employment opportunities, access to credit, political rights, civil liberties, rule of law, freedom of information, health expenditures, and immunization rates. So those are the areas that the government actually operate.
Steven, believe me, the government doing well.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
This
they were
number
out
one.
of L14. It tells you that you have made significant progress, and they are going to
Just
mine.
look at where the government, the country was coming from for the the government to get 14. Just look at where we're coming from. When people were getting paid $30,000, free car, free gas, free squash car, 30,000. Even United States secretary then, yeah, secretary or whatever they are, congressmen, then they were not making that kind of money annually.
Just imagine that.
Okay, this is where we came from. Yeah, my brother here, Solomon, you can attest to that. 30,000 poor Liberia, 30,000 US dollar. Where are we going? 25,000, 20,000, 15,000. Then they are super ministers. Super ministers. Here come a man. We call him footballer. The man, there's some people so stupid. The man should have stayed in football league.
Who can you want to be somewhere forever?
Exactly. Even Donald Trump, he's a realtor. He became president of this country. Jimmy Carter was a farmer. And Reagan was a cowboy. Nixon or Reagan? Which one was a
Even Omen Braga is an agriculturist.
Okay. Reagan, right? Yeah, Reagan was an actor.
I mean, Omen Braga
in his country. Omen Braga, he was a farmer, but he played 24 years. 40 something years he was working in the government. So he's a seasoned politician.
Yes.
Right.
One thing that you strike a lot of good points, but the reason behind all those stuff, we see that in some African countries, in some other countries, whether in Latin America or not, the entire North America or Central America, yes, there are some old people, the president of Brazil and some other people there. We have some old people there. But the problem with our old candidate is that he is not politically inclined to the point of being developmentally minded. Tiawan Gonglo, the former presidential aspirant, mentioned to the people of Liberia that Liberia has been suffering from rice production, and I think it was somebody, I think it was either the Africa Development Bank or whatsoever. They decided to do business with individual person that will have like here in the United States, for example, look at our transportation something. They give it to a private entity that is running it for the government and things like that. So in Liberia, to have make a country to be self-sufficient in food production, I mentioned before that Wendell McIntosh, he was in front of a rice production, or for Liberia to be self-sufficient in food, and the government, under the leadership at the time of probably the AU or Gaddafi, they were able to give 30 million for agricultural purpose. Out of the 30 million, they were able to get about 500 tractors. The 500 tractors, about 100 plus, was given to Joseph Yiman Bwaka, our former LPNC director, our former agriculture director. At the time, he was vice president, and at the same time, president of the Senate. He was on the board for that Liberia self-sufficiency in food. And then all of the machines that went to his hometown Foya. Again, you guys, the rescue team, quote unquote, you can go there and rescue it. If we are lying, you will not see it there. But I know you can remove it from there. Those machines are over there. We have the pictorial to those things. Honorable Tiawan Gonglo, look at that. It's about, this is somebody who want to improve Liberia economy through agriculture. But he was not able, out of the year he was minister for this, out of the year he was a LPN director, and then as vice president, who on his watch 30 million came in for food safety program. And other that he gained about 100 plus tractors for farming because he said that Lofa is a vast land, good soil for agriculture, which we agreed to. Honorable Boakai did nothing with that. Today, those machines are squandered. Let me use his own words, squandered over there. So, Honorable Tiawan Gongo is about if you cannot rescue those machines to make sure that Liberia is sufficient in food, then who you think you can rescue? And Tiawan did not stop there. Say, look, when it comes to finding solution for conflict in the country, Honor Joseph Yima Boakai's leadership, the CPP collapsed. The main opposition party collapsed. And he could not rescue that. In fact, he was one of those that went against the council by even being a state witness against Cummings. Even though other people say no, he did not testify. Anytime you write something, because you can be in person and you send it to court that represent you. So you were not able to resolve any of those problems. Now, when you look at being motivational or to be and the person he is innovative. That's the word I wanted to use. He doesn't have that. All of Joseph Yima Bagai's campaign, he has never said to the Liberian people how he's going to grow the economy, how he's going to make sure that these people are rescued from where, what are the steps in rescuing the people. He doesn't have any message. But what is going on is that people who don't like Jawia because he came from football field to the highest seat, people who hate this guy, they give him false information to the people. Because in Liberia, we don't really read, we don't really analyze things for to really know whatever we can do. There are some people that do some of those things. But what we do, we listen to they say. And I remember when we were growing up, when the radio says that, the radio has said it, are true. We thinking that it was an iron that was just talking. They said iron can lie, the radio can lie. But not knowing that liars were giving those information. And today we are seeing them coming out with those lies. And this guy, Stanton, whatever he did, he was guilty. He pled guilty. But because of his hate for President Weah, spending money so that they can spread the hate through his media. And today, as we speak, there are people going in the countries that they gave money to so that they can run this lie, so that Liberian will be able to put in Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai said that the vice president position is a ceremonial thing. So we know that he is not able to function in these capacities because work that he has done over the years has proven. Yes, he was the vice president, but as agriculture minister, what did he do so that Liberia can even be providing food to other countries like Sierra Leone? The same way bitter balls and tomatoes are coming from the Ivory Coast and other stuff coming from Guinea, even peanuts. Those people, their agriculture ministry and their business people that they are producing those things and sending to Liberia. He who was under the LPNC and who also was the agriculture head, nothing like that happened. Because we say, well, the man was not president for to try, but he was agriculture minister. Today, government still subsidizing food from this guy who is an experienced political person, experienced government official. Nothing he could do in agriculture so that we would not depend on imported rice. So based on all of those things, we are saying nothing he can do better than Jawia. Let's put it this way. Many of us, we say Jawia, President Weah, is not addressing the issue in the country. When somebody dies, he doesn't say anything. But I want for you to give me the recording when Harry Greaves, I think his name was Harry Greaves, when when Harry Greaves died and his body was found on the beach, let me hear his press conference from the government about the death of Harry Greaves. Okay, even when these other young men were killed, by whatever means, and they say, "Oh, the government did that." Yeah, let me see the press conference about this top political opposition, Joseph Yima Bakai, to say, "Look, we condemn this. Whoever doing them, when you are caught, you will be brought to the full weight of the law." Let me see that when women were raped, okay, and all of those things. Let me see the public speech that Joseph Yima Bakai has done regarding how women have been raped and all of those stuff. And let me see when they talk about corruption in the country, let me see his open statement that the government is involved with corruption, even from his government. Let me see his stand against corruption. None of those things he did. So he is now better than President Weah. This is why we are saying it's better for us to have the president with a common sense that is making Liberia to not be just Monrovia, but making Liberia to be all over the place. Somebody with common sense say, you know what, our lateral road system is very, very bad, but we can try different thing, something new. Getting the German company that knows something about the eco system and the kind of road system that they can build for a country that has 50% of rainfall, heavy rainfall. Those are common sense. Somebody who is using common sense, we have a contract with all the West African states or countries that when there is war in Mali, we send troops there. When there is war in this other place, we send troops there. Let us bring teachers from Ghana or from Nigeria, since we have less teachers due to the Liberian carnage or civil war and due to the Ebola. People went against that, and those are good things. That's what people that form the union, that's what they do. When they say economic states of West Africa, those are the agreements, those are things that they put together. But people fought against the common sense for which we've been living by. All of the tests that we take before we can go to college, that's West African examination tests that we're taking. So for the men to say, okay, the president will say, let's bring teachers from those places to improve our KRTTR, our ZRTTR, all of our teacher institutes, and also to help teach our high school kids so that we'll be able to improve our educational system that Joseph Yima Bakai and early administration said it was a big mess. These are the reasons why we are saying President Weah has common sense and making the people. Then he started helping parents that couldn't afford to pay the YFE. And then he did it across the board. He did not say because C. Cesar Denner Jr., sorry, of course, I'm just mentioning your name, C. Cesar Denner the third, to say, well, because he is better off, so his children should not get the YFE should not be paid. He did not discriminate against whether you have money or you don't have money. It was across the board. Those are common sense and how we can really unify the country. President Weah has that capability. That's why we are saying, I don't care whether Bakai is old or so. He is not capable. He cannot resolute problem. He cannot. He's not developmentally minded. So we cannot vote for him. And of course, looking at the chaos in the country, when you look at Prince Johnson, who is the mastermind of all the killings during the 14 years of civil war. Prince Johnson will kill his best friend today. Say, oh, what happened to that person? Now it is a sin. Prince Johnson and his handpicked brother, whatever the relationship is. So they are the one that want to come to power, but they want to use Prince Omer Bakai. Okay, so we Liberians, we need to look at all of those things. Under President Weah, we're able to have the peace. When they curse him, say don't mind them. Whatever they did to him, say don't mind them, because he want for Liberia not to go back to the dark days, but to move forward. So we are encouraging every Liberian to read between the lines and give your support to President George Weah. He is the better person if you were to compare President Weah and Vice President Joseph Yima Bakai. If we are comparing the two presidents, Weah is better. If you want to compare the vice president, that one is a different thing, because we say vice presidential thing is a ceremonial thing. So I want to stop over there to get my point across.
Thank you.
We can take calls now because it's 14 past 12?
Yeah, you can take few calls. We just want to let people know that please respect the time.
Yeah.
Our show here, we don't have enough time for the callers, especially the caller when open. We give you 1 minute to say what's on your mind. If you, especially, and we're taking any call, whether you base whatever you are.
We're taking the call because
Yeah,
we've been
but
told that
we will not encourage any insults to
no, not at
anybody,
all, not at all,
anyone.
not at all.
Because the
Not at
moment you
all.
start, we're gonna
We won't
cut you
have
off.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Anthony Stevens. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, David Johnson. You're live. Yes, I'm hearing David. I don't know what's happening to your line, David. I just can hold you there. Oh,
Yeah, this is Hardy PS calling from Johnson Bay, Teletown.
yes, hear you.
As of me, I have prepared President John's manner we have to go for the second time because we know what he did in the country and as last in the county and helping students, paying student work fees. So no president has to do that.
Okay.
We'll go back to the ballot box before
You deserve a second term. Okay. Thanks for calling. 0776 104 104 0886 5104 numbers you can call us on, and also for those of you in the diaspora, call us on our WhatsApp number +231 886 50104. You'll be live this morning on the nighttime spin. It's right here on Freedom Radio and Radio LIB. Before we go for, let's recognize some of those watching our Facebook feed.
Oh, we are on Facebook now.
But you haven't seen it yet? Is that
No,
We're not on Facebook.
I'm
we're not
seeing
on
it here.
Facebook.
I'm seeing it here on our page on the
Let me see if we're there. I can tell you right now if we are there.
But but hello,
We are
let's
not.
we are there. I'm looking
We
at
are not on
the
Facebook.
two of us here. But, okay. I don't know what you're thinking about. But let's recognize well, you're not seeing it?
Oh, we are not on.
No, we are not on Facebook.
But the house is being seen now by me. It says
I don't know
YouTube.
what you're looking at, but Solomon, can you see it?
Also,
Just go
first
to
thing I
Freedom
checked
Radio
before
Liberia.
push sharing.
That passed today.
Live 50104 and
So, come on November 14, number 2, we shouldn't forget about it. I encourage all voters to go in number to phone number 2
okay.
for better Liberia. Thank you.
Okay, welcome to the same 0776 104 104. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, how are you?
Hello.
Yes, you're live. What's the name?
Yeah, I'm Emmanuel N. Freeman Jr. Training from District 2, Wazirado County.
Emmanuel, just go ahead 1 minute, please.
Let me say thank you for the show tonight. You see, a lot of these people, they will not win on any debate. Any attire shop, any intellectual forum we get into, we can overflow them because it has nothing to tell us. Because even if they come up to say the government is corrupt, when you ask them what are some of the sector corruption activities taking place, they have nothing to tell that. So it's everything now on course. But the Liberian people think also our brother and our sister who voted United Party this month now, they are coming to their senses and telling us that they are coming back soon. And with this show, President, we are for the second thing. Thank you for the opportunity.
Most welcome. You can do the same 0776 104 104 0886 5104. You're live on the program. And for those of you in the diaspora, call us on our WhatsApp number +231 886 504. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Morning, you live. What's the name? You live on the nighttime spin.
I'm Poly SPD, National Volunteer for Technical and Strategic Affairs. National Accelerated CDC with the capital district now.
Okay. Go ahead, let's hear you. Just a minute we have for you.
Okay. I want to appreciate you guys for the topic on discussion. Let people just imagine if these people have no respect for our president, the number one person in this country, what our physician in the rural communities, counties. I just want to give recommendation to our campaign team. There are the development the president brought to this country when he took over. He went France. There are a lot of vocational schools, much rather vocational schools that have been what? Established, furnished, well furnished. For our campaign to bring these photos. Young people is about to be learning in various categories when it comes to vocational training. Records are there. So when I hear people talking about this government has done nothing, it beats my imagination.
Okay.
What is pregnant is put into place.
Okay. That's what you right there. 1 minute has elapsed. Hello? Morning, you live.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, what's the name? Let's hear you. You're live on Freedom Radio. The nighttime spirit is right at your doorstep.
All right, thank you, my dear brother. My name is Stanley Boso. I called for my LP Rototan this morning.
Go ahead, let's hear you, Stanley.
Yeah, I want to say thank you, my dear brother. You know, Mr. Tuna Suleiman has said it all, and Mr. Bagari has said it all. All the panelists have said it all. President Weah, we don't need regular scientists to say all that. President Weah is the mayor of this country. Can you imagine, my dear brother? I'm from way going to that country, those number 2, Punabo. That place we left from, can you imagine? I just went going to there. The message is resonating in that area. The people are resolved that November 14, they will go to the ballot board and re-elect President George Manuel Weah because of the countable.
Oh, okay. Okay, you two can do the same. 0776 104 104 0886 50104. Hello. Morning. Okay, go ahead. This line is trying to do something. Oh, something is happening again. Well, I'm sorry, just can take you down. Too bad. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. Good morning. You're live on the radio. What's the name? Where have you called from?
I'm Yusufu Kamara calling from Chikizu Station 12.
Go ahead. 1 minute, please. It's all yours.
Yeah, let me tell you, thank you for the show. You see, I'm just calling on all the young people, the students that this president is doing absolutely well for. Please, let us come to our senses. If we reject President Weah, we will reject our own future. This opposition has nothing to offer us. They have no tangible, they have no message. Please, I'm calling on all Nigerians. Let us re-elect President Weah for his second term to continue his environmental initiative that is carrying on. Thank you all so much for the show.
You're welcome.
President Weah will be re-elected as our president. Thank you all so much.
Thanks for calling. Have a wonderful good night. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
My name is Chief Thomas Weah. The satisfying privileged chairperson of the Citizen Volunteer Movement that formed for electoral district number 14.
Okay, let's hear you from district number 14.
Okay, thank you. There are reasons why we are into the trenches ensuring that we are go-to-go campaign to elect President Weah. But the fact is that for 12 years under monopoly, the Charlton School page was very similar to what is the water. They battled it on Saturday. So see how last day at the night hours it was staying on Charlton School page. And that page was constructed on this day. Even that today appears the post of the military hospital. From that is the post of Akan was 1847 up to for the 12 years. The appearance that their care of themselves of having LSA head office. It was on this day. Today we as appearance we just get ourselves somewhere that the bureau has a body. The LSA head office. So with all of those details, we cannot close our eyes. Don't focus. We as the students of the state going university,
of your work. That's rich. Rich is around 20,000.
Okay, I think you have said it all. Thanks for calling. Your 1 minute is over. We got the lines hot, so I don't want to call. Okay, let's get to CC. She's been waiting so long. Hello.
Yeah. Happy New Year, Baba.
Begin oral.
Okay.
How you doing too?
Yeah, man, I like to order me. My cousin, you can tell you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wish you well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me say hi to my two brothers there in the diaspora, Solomon Baga Reed and King Solomon. How you doing, you Papa? Thank you very much. Yeah, they are 1 minute break. I'm very happy for us. Yeah, what you want to walk up, man? Yeah.
Oh, what time? We gotta sleep.
Yeah, okay, I agree. Let me say to the Lambert people, this is my city. I'm calling for class tonight. If you honor my voice, I'm calling all cities here. Even the United people are calling on them to join on in a fight to vote for President Weah. Because a man called Boaka, like my brother Tony was saying, he saw President Weah, but we start to Boaka, they won't come after you. Me, I can throw.
Oh. Okay, try again, but that's it. Hello.
I see you can always call back, please. I think your call was compromised, but please call back. You were saying something very sensitive.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, no. This is $50 calling from Kingfield.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Brother, you don't need to talk too much. As I said, I'm about to go to Reuters County to cast my vote because this is where I register.
Okay.
So we are going to cast our vote for number 2. God bless number 2 if we need to keep it.
Okay. Thanks for calling. All right, call us on those numbers 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. And for those of you in the diaspora, that is our WhatsApp number. You can call us on +231 886 500 104. Again, for the WhatsApp number, +231 886 500 104. Let's get back to Man CC. Oh, too bad we lost up. Well, let's keep trying. 0776 104 104. The numbers you can call us on. Again, for WhatsApp number, +231 886 500 104. Man CC is back on the line. Hello?
Yeah, but again, let you call me over.
No. Oh, I call you.
Okay.
The phone, how the phone look like?
Okay, like I was saying.
1 minute is the time.
Okay. What I was saying is that there is a people join us. Judicial, either you pay, so they join us as we are the leader of this country. They men went behind called Joe Boaka. He not mean well for the country. They will come in for President Weah, but we go after Joe Boaka, they come after you. For me, myself, we can throw people President Weah. If you think we Joe Boaka important in this country, President Weah too important too. So if you think against scam for people, against scam for people, get better. So if you respect Boaka, so respect our George Weah. So let's join in the for President Weah for the 3. Number 2, that the best ticket. Then boyo ticket we have for 8. We have a boyo ticket, scholar ticket. The message for opportunity. And yes, because I tell you today that you can feel water. You can love it go feel. School say you can feel water. All the students for that be a water. It's for and around the bottom of fee. So let's for the 3. Let's follow the President Weah. We pay our train waffy. We can't go and use our train waffy. Don't come let's say that bill. You can see a lot of people coming, don't come let's say. Even if they come here, they say that also. You pay, or you're not saying that they that also. So let's draw on. In the point, let's ticket at the best ticket.
It's getting beautiful every day.
Waka ticket at the boyo ticket. Himo pastor ticket. Follower ticket. Thank you.
All right, Master, thanks for calling. Call us on those numbers 0776 104 104 0886 500 104 are the numbers you can call us on locally. And for those of you in the diaspora, call us via the WhatsApp number +231 886 500 104. We'll be live this morning right here on the Nighttime Spin on Freedom Radio and with LRB with me, Anthony Stevens, Solomon Baga Reeves, and Solomon Hashim Tunis. Hello? You're live. What's the name?
Yeah, I'm Daniel Awayondo calling from the Basic Studio. I'm the vice chair on political affairs on a mini board association for the Mate Coalition for Democratic Change.
Go ahead, Daniel. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to again say thank you. You know, the people of the valley, they don't know where they're actually going. It's like a blind is leading a blind. So the both of them are trying to fall into a tape, and we are trying to rescue them to come over to vote number 2 that will be able to at least develop our noble country. You know, my brother, I'm attending the Munafet are doing computer science and office management.
That's great.
It was through the technical government I was able to enroll at that technical and vocational institution at the PDC Pariah Quarter. So I want to call my...
Too bad we lost him. 1 minute over. 0776 104 104. The numbers you can call us on. You'll be live on the program. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Morning. You live? What's the name?
I was calling for Chiazero Junction.
Amos, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize on something. Yes, according to all Liberians to vote on President We are seeing what the president is doing in this country. And no other president can do what we are doing. MS being school, being roads, hospital, doing other things in the country.
Oh. Hello. Yes, good morning. Your name is what? And go ahead. Your line is not too good. I don't know, but I think you have to call back. Just can continue with that. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, morning. What's the name you live on the radio?
Thank you. I remain the political officer of the National Response and Team. And I propose to Peter Macaulay, the last part of when I'm joining the district now, was County.
Go ahead, Peter. Let's hear you.
Thank you much. Let me tell the latest Chapel Unity Party who led the country in 12 years and the boast of funds that enter this country. The billions, the trillions, the thousands, the billion enter the country. Anthony, how can people receive this kind of money and then the people get to afford the country? But today, one of my guys was telling me, can't get in the institutional school back. Well, every Sunday here, they're going to go there and go bury me. And he voted against that thing. And then they didn't know that they got voting against the free tuition. They know it correct, but because the name of the president that doing that. You see, for example, in the House of Senate, when the president said, "You're not pass the state law," they said, "No, they know what can not tell us against it." But the things they don't know where again, they say it's what in the party. Because they get one for the name of the president to kill those things. They get the president in January, by God's grace, from 12th grade to 6th grade, or public school, children will be going to school free. Public high school graduates will be free. The people now will see that, Anthony. Nothing ever hit the president. So they that they had the school card. I'm not going to talk about
Yeah, the main challenge of school cap.
Yeah. Isn't it 2 years not done? They will not graduate to go rare.
Okay. Okay, my brother. Thanks for calling. You've had enough. Hello? Okay, 0776 104 104 0886 500 104 are the numbers you can call us on locally. And for those of you in the diaspora, call us on our WhatsApp number +231 886 500 104. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning. What's the name?
Thank you, and thank you very much for giving me such brilliant opportunity. And let me say thanks to the folks in the diaspora for also their effort and tenacity and fortitude the bear activity to
kill was
but not only for the Tabibo tree. We are grandparents. We are students of grammar. So I'm saying thanks to the fortunate USA, our team umbrella for the benefit to protect the legacy of the unprecedented president, excellent President George Manney Developmental We are for the recognitions and poker.
Speak a little bit loud. It's very low.
Speak a bit louder, Poker Robert. I call you say you're low.
Come again?
Speak a bit louder. Go ahead. We're listening to you.
Okay. And I'm a chairman for the Friends of Jefferson Tamakochi for the re-election of President George Manney Developmental Oriented We are. But Anthony, the effort you exhibit, you have been exhibiting to make sure that this country be on the right trajectory is an effort that your family will bear and will enjoy that food. It's not for nothing. It's not in vain. I tell you, what, Anthony, today, the unprecedented working of the president is because of Anthony. That is, Liberian people today have minimized their protestation. Anthony, you were there when they come making the power. Thank God to Freedom FM for all kind of dictionary, all kind of lies, all kind of deception. Our people are going against their own, after their own have sacrificed to put them on the right trajectory and to alleviate the burden that toasted human worker, the squanderer in chief, the liability in chief, put it in. Today, President, there will be no day that Anthony will pay school fee at the State University. There will be no day that Anthony will pay one fee. Because President, has alleviated that burden for Anthony. This is what we call unprecedented progress. Today, I witnessed 4D role on television in Ghana, in Africa. For today, vis-a-vis, I'm seeing it, I'm witnessing it, I'm seeing it vis-a-vis, and I'm walking on it, I'm running on the road.
Okay, Poker. Yeah, I think, we'll have to hold you there, Poker. The lines are jamming. You know, all us are on the line too as well. So, hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning, you live. Let's hear you.
My name is Jay. I'm calling from PC4.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Let me call my friend, my brother, my sister, my relative, have food and food number 2 on the December 14th. Because we want to see more facts here at Paris. We want to see another fact being here in John County. We want to see another fact in Russia. We left food in India. Comes from December 14th, 2023. Number 2 is the number.
Okay. Thanks for calling. But again, the numbers are 0776 104 104, 0886 500 104. You can call us from any part of Liberia. And for those of you in the diaspora, you can call us on our WhatsApp number. That is, you are out of the country. You can call us on +231 886 500 104. You'll be live right here on the Nighttime Spin. Hello?
Hello.
Morning. Yes, you're live. What's the name?
My name is Darlington. Where you calling from Canada?
Darlington, let's hear you go ahead just a minute.
Yeah, actually, I'm part of the first time photo.
Okay.
This going Saturday, the president people surprise visit in the morning on the South School again.
This morning, this on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody gave me the information. Then you confirm it.
And I was part of the people that are opportune to practice the English going Saturday.
You guys play soccer?
Basketball.
Oh, basketball. Okay.
Yeah. So we import our team jersey and also give us bid and about 10 basketballs. So President, I don't have much to say about that.
Oh. Okay, hope you call back to actually, because like you say, you're a first-time voter and you actually got amazed, from part of the party session with the president, and after that, you guys benefited a lot from him. And so with that, you've seen the father president in him. Not just why we can just do things, on the surface or just leave it undone, but he made sure that he completes everything that he actually ventured into. Hello? Morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Brahma M. Kennedy joining you from the
re-election of President, our incoming President Joseph Yuma Boaka.
What are you talking about, man?
Johnny.
Oh, there you go.
Let him say what he had to say.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, money.
I'm Kevin Gibson calling from Southern.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to tell the Liberian people that God is leading George Williams for the second term. We are passed through the first term, the second term, because we went for the second round. The second round came number 2. So George Williams will be the head and the president for his 12th term. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And again, Tony's not Tony was solo to that guy. You know, he was other words. So I was like about to ask him, well, you are forgetting the place you're calling from, and then he said President Wu, and then come and say to about that's why I'm just lying to go. But if he calls back, we're fine. We are having some time here to go, so just call and be a Zach. Don't be afraid that we'll cut you off. All right, until you hold the other way, then we'll cut you off. Hello.
Hello.
You have it right. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Speak a bit louder. You're on the radio. You're sounding low.
Hello, can you hear?
Yes, a bit okay. Go ahead.
Let me say good morning to you guys. Let me say good evening to Big Brother Solomon. Let me say Assalamu alaikum to Mr. Tunis. I'm Ahmed Dixon and Victor from Tuara to be precise. Well, I listened to all what you guys said, and you guys are making no mistake because President we are the right choice for now for this country because Uncle Joe doesn't have anything to offer us. He is a man who has spent his life for the 8 to 50 years in public space and he don't have anything to show to his family and even the country at large. So how would such a person govern a country like Liberia? So comes with number 14. Let us not make no mistake to vote number 2, which is the general equality, both men and women. We don't want only men. We want general equality.
Okay, my brother. Thanks for calling. Let's hear you right there. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104 are the numbers you can call us on. Morning.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Yes, what's the name? Where have you called from?
Yeah, my name is Miles Johnson, calling from Compound 3.
Miles from Buchanan, that's in Grand Bassa County.
Yeah,
I don't know what I call that.
behind Buchanan Town, Compound 3.
Oh, okay.
Time was in John District.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute, please.
Yeah, brother, you said it all. And you know that guy who wanted to talk in speechless already because he know they are knowing the truth and then they're going against the truth. So the kind of people then who can't mind them. That's why the president always says we can't mind them.
You're calling us.
Liberia people, they always let they need there. We want to tell the people that they won't forget about because Liberia always let past things, but they didn't let present things. Something they are seeing, tangible thing they are seeing on their face. Then they're looking at it, that's good for them. Then they go against it. They go against it. It's wrong. But I want to speak my final God to my pastor and then so that they can listen to me to teach them something to do.
Just go ahead quickly.
Yeah, people are saying now, when you I want to job your move and I do like a queen and what didn't bring a kid like a book back. So we have more besides again you or you go what you go by them for bending in impression of them when point to them money I can get market blue about what you are. Pinning me one man in Ben Ganny to Yakuke for Puvucha, Benny in the Kamwi Atarumontani was not in Fadi foot. So in the end, you need Tiangani to Yamla, see where we're going neighbor, Nipio Yablani, one in the Ositarumun, 2 moon in the Kani, yes, it are going to Triamu, can you work out a board you are you play? Ning gave a take it by taking the Kani. Near more infant food near Tamotaro things. So you have a point of name where tea with put. You got for a thing inside your black tea with never again candy. So the man no swab your get that will be near movie can you ya pa kana ke ma ke ibo ka ke kana pa ka ke ma de pa o so ma de we
Okay.
you have a tiro. So thank you.
Okay. Well, let's take some calls here. Hello, still got time to go.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. So we live here, man. By the way, spoke.
He made mistake, but he corrected it.
Oh, he?
Let me say,
yeah.
Let me say hi to dear brother Tony for the opportunity and that of what you continue to do for the Liberian people by disseminating information to our people, giving them the right information as it relates to the president I be. I just want to call on we, the people of Lopa County, to ensure that we vote for President we are because we are seeing the road construction that is ongoing to our country and seeing it is meaningful for the, from the time other leaders have been coming. They are just being on the basis of promise. Then they all have promised us to ensure that they construct that road, and we have not seen it being constructed under their regime, under President we are regime, and so we can use that. Also the situation to ensure that we vote for President we are out of the students across Liberia, because I think I should be grateful and I am a beneficiary of the free tuition at the State One University of Liberia. So we should be able to pray for President we are to ensure that he brings back the general free school where you are not paying fees, they find around you in the pay transportation to get on campus. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks for calling. Okay, more calls here. We'll take 2 more calls and then go back to my colleagues there, and then I'll wrap it up because 1 o'clock on the dot will be winding down the curtains on the program tonight. And hello, morning.
Hello.
Good morning. You live on the radio. What's the name of your girlfriend?
Yeah, it's SC calling from Beretta County.
What's your full name?
Oh, Sammy on the you me.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my man. I'm putting a video for something where you can my podcast power not today or this. But that time we got the joy the president was doing. The job we are. We got the job he was doing, and he was telling us. So we mean signature on everything. What the people saying, so we are do this, so we are do this, so we are like the best man. When my video listen to them. Why they can't tell the truth that when the president is going contrary?
What is contrary going? Can you point out?
Credibility. No credibility.
What do you mean credibility? But did he hello? Did he listen to the report from the Millennium Challenge Corporation from the U.S. Government agency that is there to help reduce corruption? Did you look at the Liberia scorecard?
I'm not talking about school business.
I didn't say school. You talking about the no. Get understanding something. Get understand something now. They are even the country made mad, and then for which this agency of the U.S. government had to grade him. Oh, he gone. So out of 20, they got 14. Then you say there's no credibility. Well, I don't think you are fair to your judgment. If there anything other thing you could have pointed out, we can talk about it. But but to just say everything is just on the contrary where it's bad. Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
We are good, huh?
Well, I'm Ishmael Sheriff, and I do journey from Lopina Cinema.
Yeah, on the Bushel Island. Go ahead.
Mr. Tunis, and I say, we're calling to
Mr. Sheriff.
I'm a disabled man, so I just want to educate and disabled brother how to vote for that day.
Go ahead.
You me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or firstly, if you go, you can get a tablet, which is $7, and then if you get a tablet, they will place the ballot people.
Are you on the road? The noise, or?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Or they will place the ballot people within that tablet box, and the tablet box is a way to show us or to know what we are doing.
Oh, okay, call back. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, good morning. You're live. What is your name? Where have you called from?
My name is Prince Ibrahim Jai, calling from Blue Community.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you. Just a minute we have for you.
I want to say hi right now to President George Weah for his re-election 2023-2024. I want to tell the Liberian that the best president now we have is George Manuel Weah. As for me, I'm from Lufa County, one German district, but we need to carry Weah for the second term because now he's the only best president ever sent Liberia for us. So I want to tell the Liberian that we should carry George Manuel Weah for president.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Thanks.
We'll just hold the calls right there because we have to talk a bit and then close up. So, guys, you've listened to the callers, they struck your points, and Solomon, prior to the other coming in, his Basel brother spoke in a vernacular, as it relates to educating and people who don't understand the simple English as to how to go about voting. And we just lost our on the line our disabled brother who was trying to educate his colleagues of same how to vote as a disabled person. But all of the issue to talk about, as it relates to the president being developmental minded, and that's all that those are things that coupled with the report today from the U.S. MCC, out of 2014, you make amends. So that's something that is commendable.
I'm gonna come back to it. This is why we from the Unity Party and from the other political party, we are supporting President Weah's re-election. We are not saying President Weah is perfect or his administration is perfect. What we are saying is that President Weah has improved the country significantly. And if we were to compare the former vice president and President Weah, there is nothing for which somebody can say, somebody who is logical, somebody who is following the situation in Liberia and outside of Liberia, we say that President Weah is the cause of the problem. As I said, if they are saying President Weah does not speak to national issue, especially when people are being killed, things like that, it is understandable. We get that. But let him tell us how concerned is Joseph Yiman Boakai when it comes to national issue. He has never been able to stand to speak against some of those things. He said that he was a race card that was packed on Ellen's administration. And every good thing that Ellen did, he wanted to be part of it. But then the bad one, he said, no, he's not part of that. So we know that this is a guy who is not really serious because the administration was he and Ellen, President Ellen Sirleaf. But he wanted to disassociate himself when it comes to some of the mistakes that were in the Ellen administration. Did he speak against those mistakes? Of course, people will say, well, as vice president, you don't speak against all of those. Granted. But since he became the major opposition leader, what has he spoken against nationally that will make us Liberians say, oh, yes, this man, he's vocal. He is speaking against the ills in government. Nothing like that. Even when women are raped, nothing like that. When anything that happens in the country, Honorable Boakai, nothing like that. So we look at it that he's not better than President Weah. At least President Weah can be in a church and address some of those things. But there's no way, even on Spoon TV, there has been nowhere where he has come forward to really speak against ill in government as opposition. Or things that he would do better and differently than the incumbent. Nothing like that. Besides, of course, at the time, people who say, okay, just sit back as a fast as a race cars, just be packed, and then we will do all the dirty deeds for you so that we can handle you the presidency. And we are saying that Stanton Watterson, he's constantly giving the misinformation, the disinformation, and no information about this president to give him at least one credit, nothing like that. Everything they tell the Liberian people is that this president has done nothing. This president has done nothing. And what that reminds me of is that when a woman is in love with somebody, if that person is a criminal, and that woman may have had somebody who was nice, and she decided not to be nice to this guy who was nice to her, everything she will say about that person that she does not want to be with will be negative. And anything to that guy who is not nice to her, whether the guy beating her every night, every day, every morning, and things like that, she will say, oh, he just gets small gestation or ankle problem, but he's good. That's all they will say. And this is what these guys, they are propagating, they are sending out there that, oh, Joseph Yuma Boakai is good. Is good. But what are some of the good things that Joseph Boakai has done out of his 50 years in government? Some people say 45 years, but I think it's 50 years. This guy been in government for the longest. And he came in because Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's husband was an agriculturalist, and Boakai used to work along with this man, and Ellen brought him on board so that they would be able to get the vote from Lofa, because the Lofians, they go by this cultural thing that, oh, that's my big brother, I can't vote against my big brother, or that's my uncle, So that's how Ellen used to bring Boakai on board so that they can get the vote of Lofa. And that it worked. Okay? But Ellen knows very well that Joseph Boakai is not innovative. Ellen knows very well that Joseph Boakai is not developmental. Ellen knows very well that Joseph Boakai cannot resolve problem. He cannot solve any problem. And for that reason, giving the country to Boakai, it would be a setback for the administration. So Ellen preferred somebody better. And among all of those candidates, who did Ellen prefer was George Manawia, because she has seen the level of work that Georgia has been doing when it comes to maintaining the peace in Liberia, helping to disarm rebel factions, and the United Nations in general, looking at the kind of person that this man has been very innovative, been very, very developmentally inclined, and being able to find solution to problem. This is why Ellen decided to support this young man outside of her own vice president. And I agree with Ellen. Now that I see it, I was mad then, but now I've seen it. And this is why 2021, based on my constant visit and looking at things in the country, I decided to support the re-election of President Weah. So I am asking those of you who may not have understood why Ellen did this. These are some of the reasons. Today you go in Foya, go 100+ tractors. They are up there in Boakai's backyard, in his own district. Nothing came from out of it. When the Liberian people decided to ask a question, say, oh, we squandered some opportunities. And then when conflict came, even in the opposition party, that they wanted to group together so badly so that they can defeat President Weah. But when he became the leader of the CPP, he could not solve the problem that was there. The CPP collapsed under his leadership, and he contributed towards the falling apart of this party, the CPP. So this, our elder, does not know how to solve problem. In Liberia, we need somebody that will be able to solve problem. This man is not innovative. We need somebody who is innovative, who will bring ideas that will move the country in a better direction. This man is not developmentally minded, and we need somebody who get the developmental mind. This is why we are saying President Weah at this time deserve re-election from the Liberian people. And we know that President Weah is somebody who is building gap between women in power and men in power, gap between older people in power and younger people in power. The generation gap and the generation challenges that we see in the country, President Weah is the one. So Liberia having such a person, is giving most young people the zeal to come to leadership. More young people knowing President Weah, he did not come from a well managed family background. He came out like many of us, so they can identify with him and they can say, well, if President Weah can do all of these things to be very, very helpful to Liberia, we can do the same thing. And this is why we are saying President Weah at this time is the right person for Liberia. Yes, we know that there are some other ills in the government, which have been in other government and in other government and in other government. Should we allow for that to continue? No. But what the president is doing, it is in the right direction. Let us rally around him for him to be our next president. The opposition, they are hoping and praying for Joseph Yuma Baka to die because they say he's a battery carrier. He does not his own block and that pump all of those stuff to his heart, so you get wire in him. Prince Johnson said that over and over. Jeremiah Kun, who is his running mate, they said that over and over. So they are just hoping for Honorable Baka to die so that Jeremiah Kun and Prince Johnson, who have taken part in the presidential election 2 times and he did not make it. This is his opportunity, and at his opportunity he pushing. So I want for us Liberians to look at all of these things and then make the decision to vote President George Weah. And those of you who don't know how to vote, you don't know how to use it, don't put plenty ink on your finger. Put a little bit that'll be able to cover where you need to cover, and then after that shake it a little or blow it a little bit so that it can dry. Then you can fold it. But if it doesn't dry and you fold it, it will be able to it will touch on the other side. Then they say your vote a bad vote, and it will not count it. So be able to do the right thing. Or if you don't want to use your finger, let your grandchildren and let people teach you how to hold a pen to draw that little hook inside the box. That will also be good. Then you don't have to worry with pen or with ink. So thank you very much for listening to our program, and I yield the rest of the time to our host.
There's no rest of the time. We are out of time. You know, if you looking at the time, that's the problem. There's no rest of the time. When you're talking, look at the time. We're here for 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
And the 2 hours is already lapsed. Okay. And you took the.
So can you give me at least 6 minutes?
Wow.
Say that again.
Yeah, so that you can conclude what you have. I mean, I'm begging him. I mean, okay, 5 minutes.
No.
As soon as it's done, I'm done.
But he sent control to us 3 minutes, 7:53. I thought you would look at the time and use some of it, and I use the rest.
Sorry, I was not paying attention. Now I look at the time.
Yeah, you gotta look at the time because we are here on time. We gotta be, here in America, you go to work, we believe in time. But anyway, we thank you guys, those who call. I always say this, and it's coming from the bottom of my heart, that you guys who listen to our program at this time of the night in Liberia, over here, the night is very early. We are just after 8 p.m., 5 minutes after 8 p.m. I mean, you give me 1 second. Somebody at the door, I beg you, please. I don't know who they are. I'm on the radio. What happened here?
You have to do that very fast because, I'm actually out of time. I have to take a nap to do the news in the morning. So I thank you. Honest, like if you over, we try to go to bed.
Yes. Myself, I just wanted for you to conclude.
Okay, so we're come up very soon, so we can wrap up. Again, so again, I say many things.
So sorry. Somebody working here with us, the person left, and when they were leaving, they closed the door, and I had to go open the door because they forgot something. Okay. But anyway, it's all good. Thank you so much for those of you who stay up to listen to our show and to contribute. Thank you. And those who say salam alaikum to me, wa alaikum salam. I listen to 2 brothers who say salam alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Mr. Sharif was the last one. Look, no better president to equal to our president right now. let's take the chance and bring him back for the second time. Let him finish, even though he's not going to finish the work, but let him continue the good work. You know, and I thank the Muslim brothers who day before yesterday endorsed the president. Thank you so much. That's a good thing. You're being grateful to the president because this is one of the presidents in the history of Liberia that he has done well for we, the Muslims in Liberia. He's very inclusive. He sent us to Mecca. He transported a lot of us to Mecca, brothers and sisters, to pray for ourselves and the country. You know, and the first time voters, you guys are young, very, very young, 18 to 20. All of you guys must be a high school graduates. All of you in this country, when you're 18, we expect you to be out of high school.
Not all of them.
Huh?
Not all of them.
In this country, 90% of the 18 years old are out of high school.
Okay,
90%.
yeah.
Okay, so we expect anywhere 18 years to, especially Liberia, if you start school accordingly, you will be out of high school. But even if not, you're 18. The reason why I brought it out of high school because the government took over in the history of Liberia. This is the only government that took that burden off of your shoulder and your parents' shoulder. Even myself sitting here, I used to send YFE to set most of my friends and relatives' children for them to take that test. And that's eliminate our abuse of our girls' children who are trying to take this YF, but some men have to sleep with them before they give them that money. Universities all over Liberia is free. So it's please see to it that you vote for this president just to appreciate him. You know, you'll be very ungrateful to him if you vote for someone there who did not pave this road for you. And they've been in this government throughout more than your age. They didn't open this door corridor for you until this president. So I beg of you guys, please, do it for your sake, do it for your education, because this man, he already promised, he said next, when he re-elected, he going to take the graduation fee off for our parent again, off for your parent, off for us. Because most of the graduation fee is about $100 to $300. It's not small money for somebody to just give it out. Some people don't even graduate because of that fee. This president said he would take that burden off your shoulder. So that's not a good thing in the pipeline, man. Let's vote for our president. He's doing very, very well. Okay? And we are not getting paid for this. I keep saying it. Me and Solomon are getting, only person who getting paid are Stephen, because he's working.
No, I'm not getting paid either.
You're getting paid because you're working. You are working.
No, you're working too.
No, I'm not working. I ain't doing nothing. This is just free gift I'm giving to my people Liberia. Both me and Solomon. I'm not working. Nobody paying me. I'm not trying to downgrade your player. I'm not trying to disrespect you. No, don't take it like that.
No,
Liberian people that the only person getting paid and you're working for your money. It's not that the government giving you any extra money for you to come and host this show. That's not what I'm saying. So you're all of us giving something back to Liberia, and that's what we are doing here. Okay? And I tell you the truth. If I said it, if Joey are giving money, I will not take it. He gave it to me, I will take it because I'm money. I will take it. But right now, he's not giving me. Right now, you're not giving me a penny. Even you out there, you say, well, Mr. Tunis, or whatever you do, whichever way you call me, you say, yeah, $100, I will tell you, give it to Stephen for me. Once somebody gets Stephen money for me before you give it, I told him, I said, send it. He gave it to one of my relatives, they sent it to me. Actually, you ain't here. You know, so I will not refuse money, but right now we ain't getting paid. So y'all, thank you so much. I pray that y'all go to bed and wake up sound tomorrow and go about your businesses. Y'all, please bring back our president and forget about the old man. Okay? And I'm asking nobody should fresh insult the old man. But me, I'm sitting down here with all my faith. If anybody calls my president, I will cause your standard barrier. Whoever is your on the man. If it's ANC or whoever, if it's UP, I will send insult to the old man. If you hurt my feeling, I'm going to hurt your feeling. I won't sit down and just insult the old man because I want to send insult to him. No, I will not do that. But the moment you open your mouth, you say, "My president," bam, I say, "Your old man." So, so I'm not going to drop back. You can even say anything you want to say about me, I will not drop back. Okay? You bring it, you put me up. Yes, so I am. So you can take that to the bank. That's your business. Thank you so much, Stephen. You did well. We appreciate you, and we'll listen to you, and we'll say goodbye.
Okay, so that's it for now. Nothing much to be said. Like we said, I was trying to get some of the views of the first-time voters. One of the case from Clariton, he talked about in the president for the first time. You feel love, you feel that that love for the president. That indeed he's a president that not just one-sided president, but president who is just for everybody, and especially for the youth, making sure that indeed their minds are molded very well when it comes to education. Because they, as we all say around, these days that the youth are the future leaders of tomorrow. So if they're prepared tomorrow, then they're going to handle our country after this generation or other generations have come and gone. So when they are informed or they are educated to the fullest, they can make sure that indeed they can transform Liberia to where the others have left Liberia. So again, I want to say, man, thanks to the team tonight, and thanks to you for listening, and thank you for watching the show tonight again, guys.
Thank you, and good night.
Good night.
Okay, so that's it. We like